The Pharaohs Warning. The sun burned relentlessly over the Egyptian desert, waves of heat distorting the horizon. Dr. Nathaniel Grayson, a world-renowned archaeologist, stood atop a dune, staring down at the site that would change his life and the world forever. He had spent years following cryptic maps and legends, searching for what local whispers called the Pyramid of the Forgotten Pharaoh. Rumors claimed it was older than any structure ever unearthed, predating the Great Pyramid of Giza by millennia. The excavation site buzzed with activity. Workers chipped away at layers of sand and rock, slowly revealing the pyramid's apex. Unlike other pyramids, this one was jet black, its surface shimmering like polished obsidian. Strange symbols adorned its exterior, markings unlike any hieroglyphs Nathaniel had ever encountered. "This is it," Nathaniel whispered to his assistant Amira. "This is the discovery of a lifetime." Amira, a local historian with a deep knowledge of ancient Egyptian mythology, studied the symbols with unease. "Dr. Grayson," she said cautiously, "these symbols, they don't tell of a king's triumph or the god's blessings. They're warnings." Nathaniel waved her concern away. "Warnings or not, we're here to uncover the truth." After weeks of excavation, they found the entrance, a narrow corridor sealed with a slab of black stone. Carved into the stone was a single word, written in an ancient language that Amira translated with trembling lips. "Beware." Ignoring the foreboding inscription, Nathaniel ordered the slab removed. The air that escaped the opening was thick and foul, carrying a sense of dread that silenced the workers. With torches in hand, Nathaniel and his team ventured inside. The corridors were narrow and oppressive, the walls covered in more cryptic symbols. At the heart of the pyramid, they discovered a massive chamber unlike anything seen before. It was circular, with a domed ceiling that sparkled with what appeared to be stars. In the center of the room stood a sarcophagus, its surface carved with images of chaos, storms, floods, and fire consuming the earth. "This must be him," Nathaniel said, his voice trembling with excitement. "The first king of Egypt, the one who unified the land and began civilization as we know it." Amira hesitated. If the legends are true, this king was no mere mortal. He was said to be a servant of the gods, chosen to either guide humanity or destroy it. Nathaniel scoffed. "Superstition, let's open it." With great effort, they pried open the sarcophagus. Inside lay a mummy unlike any they'd ever seen. The wrappings were pristine, golden threads interwoven into the fabric. The face was covered by a mask of solid gold, its expression stern and otherworldly. As they gazed at the ancient king, the ground began to tremble. A deep, evil sound filled the chamber, a voice speaking in an ancient tongue. Amira screamed as the mummy's eyes opened, glowing with an eerie green light. The voice grew louder, echoing through the chamber. The workers fled, leaving Nathaniel and Amira alone with the reanimated pharaoh. The mummy sat upright, its movements slow but deliberate. When it spoke, its voice was deep and resonant, carrying the weight of centuries. "I am Amun-Tep," it said, "chosen by the gods to guide mankind, but you have strayed far from their path." Nathaniel, trembling, stammered, "What do you want?" Amun-Tep turned its glowing eyes toward him. "I was awakened to deliver a warning. The gods have watched as humanity defiled the earth, waged endless wars, and abandoned the sacred balance. Change your ways, or face annihilation." Over the next several days, Nathaniel and Amira listened as Amun-Tep recounted humanity's sins. He spoke of how the gods had once walked among men, teaching them harmony and respect for the natural world. But humanity had grown arrogant, ignoring the divine teachings. "The time of reckoning is near," Amun-Tep said. "You must deliver my warning to the leaders of your world. They have one chance to make amends." Nathaniel recorded everything, determined to fulfill the mummy's request. But as they prepared to leave, Amun-Tep issued a chilling proclamation. "If humanity refuses to change, I will unleash the wrath of the gods. None shall be spared." Back in Cairo, Nathaniel's discovery made headlines. The footage of the living mummy and his dire warnings spread across the globe. Governments and religious leaders debated the authenticity of the claims, while scientists scrambled to study the footage. Nathaniel was summoned to the United Nations to share Amun-Tep's message. Standing before the assembly, he pleaded for action. "This isn't just about ancient myths. It's about our survival. We have to change, reduce our destruction of the environment, end the wars, and restore balance." But humanity was slow to act. Politicians bickered, corporations lobbied against change, and skeptics dismissed Amun-Tep as an elaborate hoax. Months passed, and the world remained largely unchanged. Then, the signs began. Massive storms ravaged coastlines, earthquakes shattered cities, and crops failed, leading to widespread famine. Nathaniel and Amira returned to the pyramid, desperate for answers. Amun-Tep was waiting for them, his glowing eyes filled with sorrow. "They have not heeded the warning," he said. "Now the reckoning begins." As the ground trembled beneath their feet, Nathaniel begged, "There must be another way. Please, give us more time." Amun-Tep regarded him with a cold stare. "Time is a luxury you squandered. But know this, I did not come only to destroy." In a shocking twist, Amun-Tep revealed his true purpose. "I am not merely a harbinger of doom," he said. "I was sent to save humanity from itself. The gods decreed that if you refused to change, I would bring about your end. But if even a single soul proves worthy, there is hope." Nathaniel realized the truth. Amun-Tep wasn't just a judge. He was a savior, testing humanity's capacity for redemption. Desperate, Nathaniel turned to Amira. "We have to prove we're worthy. We have to show him that humanity can change." But it was too late. The reckoning began in full force. Fire rained from the sky, oceans swallowed entire continents, and the air turned to poison. As the world crumbled, Nathaniel and Amira stood before Amun-Tep, pleading for mercy. "Please," Amira cried. "There are good people in this world. Don't let them perish." Amun-Tep raised a hand, and the destruction paused. "Good people," he mused. "Perhaps they are enough to tip the scales." But then Amun-Tep turned his glowing eyes toward Nathaniel. "You, Dr. Grayson, unearthed this pyramid not out of reverence, but ambition. You sought fame, not wisdom. You are humanity's greatest flaw, selfishness." Nathaniel fell to his knees, tears streaming down his face. "I'm sorry, I was wrong. Please give us a chance." Amun-Tep's gaze softened, and for a moment there was hope. But then he spoke the final words. "The gods are not merciful." The world was engulfed in light, and silence fell. When the light faded, Nathaniel awoke in a barren wasteland. The earth was silent, devoid of life. But as he stumbled through the desolation, he saw a single sapling growing in the ash. Amun-Tep's voice echoed in his mind. "From destruction comes rebirth. The cycle begins anew." Nathaniel realized the truth. Humanity had been wiped out, but the seeds of a new world had been planted. Amun-Tep had fulfilled his purpose, both as a savior and a destroyer. And in the end, the first king of Egypt returned to his eternal rest, leaving behind a silent reminder of humanity's hubris and its potential for redemption.